Ilan Pappe, historian and political scientist at University of Exeter, views on the myth of Israel are rooted in his belief that the traditional narrative of Israel's creation and its subsequent history is deeply flawed and built on a distorted historical account. His perspective can be described as follows. Historical revisionism. Pappe is a key figure in the New Historians movement, which emerged in the 1980s. He believes that the traditional Zionist narrative of Israel's establishment, which portrays the founding of the state as a heroic and just endeavor, is fundamentally flawed. According to Pappe, this narrative overlooks the darker aspects of Israel's history, particularly the events of 1948. 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Pappe's most controversial assertion is that the creation of Israel in 1948 involved a deliberate and systematic campaign of ethnic cleansing against the indigenous Arab Palestinian population. He argues that Zionist forces, in collaboration with the Israeli government, forcibly expelled or pressured Palestinians to leave their homes during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, leading to a significant Palestinian refugee crisis. Distorted historical account. Pappe accuses Israeli historians and institutions of perpetuating a false narrative about the events of 1948. He believes that this narrative has obscured the role of violence, displacement, and dispossession in the establishment of Israel. He claims that a concerted effort was made to suppress the truth about these events. Impact on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Pappe's views have significant implications for the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. He argues that the denial of the ethnic cleansing in 1948 has hindered the prospects for peace and reconciliation between Israelis and Palestinians. By acknowledging this history, he believes that it is possible to move towards a more equitable resolution. Delegitimization of Israel. Pappe's views have been criticized by some who argue that they contribute to the delegitimization of Israel. They believe that his work undermines the moral and historical basis for the existence of the Israeli state and that it unfairly portrays Israel as a colonial and oppressive entity. It's important to note that Pappe's views are highly controversial and have faced significant criticism, particularly from those who support Israel. Many mainstream historians and political leaders dispute his interpretations and conclusions. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains a deeply divisive and sensitive issue, and Pappe's work represents one perspective in a complex and ongoing debate. Noam Chomsky has the highest regard for Ilan Pappe, describing him as Israel's bravest, most principled, most incisive historian.